Hello, so this is our continuation for the training video on how to prepare an ADS or activity distribution sheet. So we've completed the highlights and updating of the data. So for the link strategy, there's actually no standard rule or um, strict rule that we follow for the link building strategies. Strategies will actually depend on the client's needs or requests. Like for example, they request for specific keywords to focus on, or it may also depend on the current performance of the client's keywords. For instance, which keywords have good rankings already, which keywords have dropped in rankings, and so on. So the link strategy is actually unique for every client. It will depend on what they need and what goals they set for their websites. But this is what I usually do. For ASMs, I usually assign article directories for keywords that are number one, uh, drop from the top 200. Number two, keywords that have low search values. And number three, keywords that have no ranks yet. And number four, keywords that are ranking from top 100 and beyond, meaning from top 100 to 200. So, the ones I mentioned, it's in no particular order. So, I may assign an article directory for a specific keyword that is not ranking yet, but um, those conditions I mentioned may or may not be present sa keywords that I'll be assigning article directories to. Aside from ASMs, for other link types, for example, GPF, Squidoo, Ezine, and link links, what I usually do, I assign them to keywords that have good rankings already, and also for keywords that have um, high exact monthly searches, and depending on the client's preferences. For example, um, they specifically they specifically requested for guest post or link links, so we'll follow their request. For the link strategy, it's up to you how you'll assess what's best for the client's website and the keywords. So let's see, for Connect Now, we have several keywords that um, lost several places in rankings. So let's just update the findings first. This is what I usually do. So I enumerate the findings. So findings: 24 keywords out of the total 71 lost places in rankings. The biggest drop is seen for the keyword house movers, which drop 93 places from its previous ranking position. So there are two new keywords, two new ranking keywords, and then 16 keywords improved rankings, 16 keywords improved rankings, while 27 keywords repairing their previous rankings. And I also checked the month-end analytics report and the Linkwork breakdown report for the link strategy. So let's check the December reports for this client. For Linkwork breakdown, let's see the anchor text distribution. This will help us on planning what types of anchor text to allocate for specific keywords. So as you can see, the brand name still dominate the anchor text distribution. So let's put that in the link strategy. Branded links still dominate the site's anchor text distribution. So if you check the top anchor text here, you can easily know na yung top anchor text mostly brands. So after enumerating the findings, I put the polls. So let's see what polls will be ideal for this client. So improve the rankings of main head terms. Main head terms in the next 3 months. And also vary the anchor text distribution for the keywords. Use exact match and keyword based links. Keyword based anchor text. Kasi diba yung based on the findings that we listed, branded links to dominate the site's anchor text distribution. So to vary the anchor text, we can assign more exact match and keyword based anchor text, as well as some branded links and unbranded and random anchor text. I also checked the month-end analytics, yung organic visits table here. Maybe we can find keywords that you can target depending on the results here. So as you can see, almost branded keywords again. We also have here electricity connection. If these keywords are not yet included in the keyword research, we can have them included so we can target them. Because yung mga keywords listed here are have good visits na for the website. So let's proceed with the point allocation. For house movers, I will assign 180. For this one, I will assign 1 GPF. And I will assign 1 easy. Maybe I can assign here 1 ASM since this keyword is largely devalued in terms of rankings. It dropped from 20 to 68. I can also assign one ASM here and also here. And also here. So I assign one set of ASM. We still have more points available. So let's see what other keywords to target. Maybe I can assign one easy for this. And then for this one, I can assign 1 GPF. It's important to have a unique link strategy. So it's up to you what you think is best for the client depending on its current performance and email request. So for this client, I focus mostly on keywords that are largely devalued in terms of rankings. So I assigned article directories for keywords that have low ranks and also those keywords that are largely devalued. And for other keywords that are devalued and have medium to high exact match exact multi-searches, I assign high quality link types like easy, um, link views, and GPF. I don't usually assign speed boost since we in cluster 2 usually have a difficulty in featuring our articles in speed boost, so I avoid them most of the time. So we still have a lot of points available. Let's see what other keywords to target. Maybe I can assign, let's see, one is in here. For keywords that have very high exact multi-search, sometimes I assign link wheels so that the high monthly search maybe can help in increasing the monthly visits for the Web 2.0 sites that we are managing. Maybe I can also assign another link wheel here. For this, I can assign one easy. So we're all set. 107, reached 175 points already. So some notes. Sometimes when I assign, for example, easings for keywords, what I do is to distribute um, the allocations. So let me demonstrate. For instance, I'm assigning one easing for this keyword house moving. And then if I want to assign another link type, and if I want to assign points to another keyword that's also under this landing page, what I do is to use another link type. So if it's in here, I will assign GPF for the next keyword, and then I can also assign link wheel for the next keyword that is also under the same landing page. This is to distribute the link types allocation for the keywords for the same landing pages, so that the links built for that landing page will be different. So we have easy, we have guest posts, and we also have link builds, and not just entirely easings or maybe entirely GPFs or link builds. So different link types. So I think we're all set. So let's put the allocations here. So for the article directories, I allocated them to keywords that are devalued in terms of rankings. Those keywords also have low search values and are low ranking. Assigning article directories is aimed at um, gaining quicker results. So targeted keywords for article directories. Let's see. article directories. So these are the targeted keywords for article directories. And then allocated high quality unisex using Web 2.0 West Coast keywords that have high search values and are valued. Yes, this is single case. So take note that we don't put abbreviations here. So instead of ASNs, we put article directories. And instead of LinkedIn or Speedo, we put Web 2.0. And lastly, instead of GPF, we put guest post. So we record here terms that will be easily understandable by the client. So, targeted keywords for using. Let's check. And then for guest posts. Kasi I list here the keywords targeted for different theme types so that the client can easily know which of the keywords to be targeted for the current month. So, diba, we provide a copy of the link strategy notes in the keyword distribution sheet. So they will easily know which keywords we targeted. So for guest posts, we have 3 keywords. And then for Web 2.0, we have 5 keywords. For the link strategy notes, there's no standard rule on what to report. Basta ako, I usually report the findings, the goals, and the point allocation. It's up to you if you want to add more notes. Like for example, for every keyword, why you specifically allocated a particular link type to that keyword. It's up to you to add notes. And then for the anchor text allocation, we just assign anchor text here. So this is what I usually do when it comes to allocating anchor text. I filter the points here so that I'll be assigning anchor text lang for the rows for the link types that are shown. So for example, I work on the ASMs first. ASM, I can assign here BL, 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 and RL. Take note that for ASMs and EZ, we don't, for ASMs, we don't usually assign KL and KI since the keyword-based anchor text for article directories may be uh, tagged or detected as spammy by Google. So we only assign BO, BL, and RLs for the article directories. So let's put that here. Use brand-based and random anchor text variants for article directories since keyword-based variants are being flagged as spammy. So for easings, we can use BKB as long as um, the word limit is still followed. So I think 5 to 6 keywords for anchor text for easings. So we can use BKB here, BKB, 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 BKB. Use brand keyword variants for easings. So, and then for guest host and web 2.0, we can use exact match. Exact match context for technical host and guest host to establish site context. So this simply means that we are using exact match or KL anchor text for Web 2.0 and guest host to vary the anchor text variants that we use for the link types we are building for the client. And lastly, we need to copy the points here and paste that in the column here. So paste as values only and remove the zeros. And also format the cells, format the numbers, they should be 2 decimal places only, and center. So that's it for preparing an activity distribution sheet. Remember that for the link strategies, there is no standard rule. The strategy is always unique for a specific client and for their particular needs and requests and current performance of the site. And aside from the highlightings, updating of data here, the link strategy will always depend on what you think is best or will be ideal for the client. So I think that's it for ADS preparation. If you have questions or have some concerns, just don't hesitate to ask me so that I can clarify things for you. I can also share some notes, some other notes, or we can also um, devise new strategies together on or brainstorm for ideas on what will be best for the client to improve its performance. So that's all for the ATS preparation. Thanks and thank you for your time and don't hesitate to PM me for questions. Thank you. Bye bye.